Whoa!
Come
to
Super
Pong.
Smashcast.
Yeah.
Second one.
Episode 2. I've decided that regardless of how long we do this, I'm going to say the episode number at the beginning every time. Even though it doesn't say that in the title of any of them. Just because I'm an asshole like that.
Boy.
So we're recording this episode a couple hours after the Big House 5 concluded. And Dreffen won. Dreffen came he played better than he's played all his life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Beat out Dakpo in grand finals.
I know, right?
3-1.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal in the scene. So Armada won, and
yeah, just like we predicted.
Yeah, well, you predicted. I put all my chips on Mango. Remember?
You said Armada had a good. Okay, yeah, it was me.
But that was before we knew. That was before we knew the biggest news out of the Big House 5, which has nothing to do with who was there, but rather with who wasn't there.
Yeah, Pew Pew You.
Yeah, that too. Pew Pew also could not make it, which was disappointing.
He was the one that was gonna take.
He would have done something, dude.
Yeah, he would have made top 8 at least.
And NorCal would have beat Canada.
Yeah.
In round 1 of the crew battles.
Crew battles were a joke.
They were a joke. We didn't get to watch them. I'll watch them later. I'm sure SoCal Europe was really intense.
Oh yeah, I'd imagine.
Even without the real big super deal, Leffen. For anyone who does not know, Leffen was not at the Big House 5. The reason being that upon arriving in the United States via plane, surprisingly enough, on Wednesday of this week, he was denied entry to the country on the grounds that because he was coming over here to play in a tournament where he was represented by TSM, which is an American-based company, technically, according to some people,
according to the law.
Yeah, according to the United States, that means he requires a work visa to participate in tournaments in the U.S. And they put him back on a plane and sent him back to Sweden.
Yeah, well, the reason for that is just purely taxes. Because for technicality's sakes, when you play fighting games and tournaments, it's technically a form of gambling. And if it ever reaches over $2,000, unless they state it specifically as a tournament, and the people that go, their winnings become. They're not. It's not. Your winnings are never considered a cash gift. It's always considered like time earned.
Yeah, that's income.
Yeah. And so him needing a visa makes sense, but it really sucks because how much did you say it was going to cost him if he wanted one?
He said that it would take 6 months and it would cost 5 figures.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
And so hopefully TSM will be able to work something out. TSM is I don't follow other professional esports, which makes up most of the esports community. I don't follow League or CS or Hello or anything like that.
Or COD.
Or Hearthstone. Or Dote.
I was about to say, how are you going to mispronounce that?
Or Starcraft.
Yeah. Or Strit Theater.
But from what I understand, TSM is a very, very good company and treats their players very well.
Yeah, their team's super magnifico. And
I'm sure they have several people busting their asses right now to figure out a way that Leffen can come compete in the U.S. again. Technically, I believe he could. I believe that Armada doesn't have the problem that Leffen is having because he plays for a company that's not based in the U.S.
I'd imagine so.
So if worse comes to worse, Leffen will just have to move on.
Yeah.
And find a European sponsor. But no one wants to leave TSM.
Yeah. They treat their players right.
Mm-hmm. And Leffen gets to wear that swag jacket.
Oh, you and your talk of their swag jackets.
I remember someone else agreed with me. Am I being Crimson Blur? I can't remember. Someone made a comment while doing commentary of like, can we talk about how Leffen like looks perfect in the TSM. How like it like looks great on him, and then the other person just like sold him up the river. I think. And the other person was like, "Yeah, dude, sure, Leffen totally looks great. Oh my god, you guys keep with this guy." And he's just like, "Why are you doing this to me?" Whoever it was, I can't remember. That might have gotten done completely differently.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leffen, a notable absence at this tournament. Left Europe kind of hanging in the crew battle. They still did really well though.
Also really skewed the chances for any sort of upset of Armada.
Yeah, because
in melee singles,
Leffen and Mango are definitely the two biggest people. They could have potentially neutralized Armada. Leffen wasn't there, and Mango never played him in bracket. So
he ended up getting knocked out by Mewtwo King and Hungry Bucks.
The revenge. The Paragon Vengeance. Oh.
Mewtwo King was playing on point today, for the most part.
And then Hungry Box happened.
Oh, Hungry Box was beautiful.
Everyone, it was just kind of a perfect storm of people playing really well at the right times to ensure Armada would win. If Hungry Box had played in winners finals the way he played in grand finals, he might have been able to push grand final. I don't think he would have won winners finals, but he might have pushed grand finals to a second set at least. Oh
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But anyway, Armada walks away the victor, looking as solid as ever.
Yeah.
Armada never looks bad.
No, and
even if he loses, he never looks bad.
I definitely like to talk about that last match because it was 3-1, and it wasn't exactly a shutout. But Armada was definitely inside Hungry Box's head. And during the matches, every time Hungry Box went to the ledge, he couldn't do anything with it. Because Armada, even if Armada was down stocks, he'd sit back and he'd shoot lasers. It's like he was just saying, I don't care, Hungry Box. You want to waste time? Go ahead. I will waste all the time in the world. Because you know that when it comes down to the clock, I will get you. And Hungry Box, you could see he was scared because every time he started to go to the ledge and Armada would start shooting, he'd immediately get off the ledge and go after Armada, playing into his game. Hungry Box just never got to dictate the flow of battle, and since he couldn't do that, he lost.
Yeah. Hungry Box started trying to perfect the ledge camp strategy with Jigglypuff at What the Fox.
Yeah.
And then Armada came back at Evo and just answered. He had an answer. And Hungry Box still has yet to find an answer to Armada's Fox. You know, he started to play really well and get those fair and back air carries off stage.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it just wasn't enough. However, he did have what was probably his first truly convincing win over Mango.
Yeah. Oh, that was the match prior or the match prior?
Prior. That was winners semis.
Yeah.
It was the first time that Mango fans just have to go, Hungry Box beat Mango straight up.
That was a good set.
No Mango sandbagging, no Mango stupid flubs.
Yeah. Mango was playing legit, but Hungry Box had his fucking number. He was all over him the entire time. And especially the reads on his recoveries. Holy crap.
Yeah.
And
I'm
done brown nosing.
On a personal note, as a big Hungry Box fan,
yes.
What else to talk about? Zero. Saho.
So, as you guys know, we don't set forth a plan.
Who needs planning?
Just plug them in and just like, click, let's start talking about Smash. Okay, let's talk about
Hungry
Zero.
Box didn't
he
have a
won.
plan for Armada.
Yeah,
he got second place at the Big House 5.
Yeah, we didn't expect that to happen. Which is great because it shows that he's still here.
A plan. It's just there's
he's still
a lot
a god.
to talk about.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we can. I really don't think we're going to be talking too much about Smash 4 because it's Zero winning.
I was just picking a topic out of the many in front of us. But Zero, I never did find out exactly what happened in pools that made Zero enter top 32 on the loser's side. I don't know what that means. I don't know how they were structured. I don't know if that means he lost a set to somebody.
Maybe he just showed up late.
I don't think so, but it's possible. I honestly could not tell you. But Zero entered top 32 on loser's side, and he had a tough loser's bracket. Yeah. And he came out on top in the end.
He came very close to losing several times.
Mm-hmm. And when I was talking to DisMofo about how I think the difference maker...
Oh, by the way, hi, I'm DisMofo.
Yeah, DisMofo. I'm Spirit. I think the difference maker in Smash 4 right now, there are a lot of people who are playing at Zero's level. Nairo, I think, is at that level. DeBuzz is at that level. Esam, though he hasn't been on top of his game the last two tournaments, is at that level. Vinny, arguably Ally.
Okay, Ally gave Zero a run for his money.
Not this time.
Wait,
again, you're thinking of somebody else.
Who is that other guy?
I don't know. Were they playing Mario? Is that why you think that? I don't know.
For those of you who can't see,
let me get my...
You should check your cameras
machine.
Because if your camera isn't working, that's a shame. I was nodding my head. He's checking the brackets right now.
I'm checking the website because it should be in the top, whatever the frick is on there. But
while he's doing that, I'm going to
talk about shit.
Yeah.
While I figure out who the Mario player is, since you're fucking useless.
Thank you. I want to talk about the very last match, which was Nairo versus Zero, and...
Wait, what the fuck? Sorry, I want to interject for just 1 second.
Go for it.
I'm just scrolling down the SSB wiki page for the Big House 5. I'm passing Melee Singles, and they updated the earnings. And for some reason, next to Javi, in 17th place, in the earnings column, there is a Young Link head sprite. So I guess Javi won a Young Link head.
Nice.
I don't know what that's about.
That's worth lots of money.
I like it. I like that that's a thing.
All right. Oh, yes. Riley, unfortunately... Shit. Spots, unfortunately, wasn't here.
That's fine, John.
Yeah. No, we've already said each other's names. So we suck at this.
Zenu?
Zenu, the Mario player?
Was a Mario, and Anti was a Mario.
Anti,
okay.
or Anti, whatever.
Anti.
He was playing on point. He had him. The score ended up being 3-2, obviously 0-1, but they were very close matches, and there was several points where Anti seemed like he could have taken it, but Zero just played better. Blah, blah, blah. But I would like to get back to it. Nairo versus Zero. Now, you didn't get a chance to see this one, Spots, but I did, and
I was
Spots,
delivering pizza.
Yes. Spots would like to think that it was Nairo's jitters catching him.
Not jitters.
He didn't feel confident, whatever. I think Nairo threw the game on purpose. I met you in real life, Nairo. You have disgraced me. I had faith in you. Asshole.
Why would he throw it?
What? He was... Okay. Game 1. Nairo versus Zero. Nairo picks Zero suit Samus. Zero goes with the Sheik. We all know what's going to happen. Nairo wins round 1. Thank you very much. Round 2 comes
Everyone knew.
Everybody knew. Everybody knew.
It's not even a question that Zero is going to lose.
Game 2. Nairo starts to get a little lax. Zero wins. Okay. That's fine. It happens. Nairo decides to be just really dumb. Because Nairo's Zero Suit Samus is the best.
Yes.
His best character, it's the best Zero Suit Samus. If there's anybody he's going to win with, it's Zero Suit Samus.
There is just confirming there are no other Zero Suit Samuses in the top 32 of this tournament.
Exactly. What does he do for Game 3? He switches to Robin. And he gets stomped on. And what does he do?
For the record, he is the best Robin in the world.
For the record, his Robin is still vastly inferior.
I was about to say, for the record, Mewtwo King is the best Pichu in the world.
Oh my god. Anyways. Loses his Robin. Terrible defeat. And what does he do after that? He goes Meta Knight. And he does terribly stupid shit. He does Tornado on Zero when he has full shield and he's shielding and leaves himself up for full punish. For no discernible reason. And he lets Zero reset the bracket. As if to say, I could win this when it's a regular, best of 5. I don't need the extra cushion. And then he goes back to Zero Suit Samus, uses Zero Suit Samus for the rest of it. Ends up being close, 3-2, but he loses. Because he decided to be a freaking dipshit and try and play in other characters. If he would have just stuck to Zero Suit Samus, he would have been able to be more comfortable. I'm 98%. Okay, that's a lot. But I'm like 80% sure he could have beaten Zero.
But you're saying it's not because he's a dipshit. It's because he threw it on purpose.
He's a dipshit for throwing it.
For some reason known only to you.
I'm saying he threw the first 3. Or the first, the reset. I'm saying he let Zero reset it because why else Meta Knight? Really? Everyone was saying the same thing. What the fuck?
My assumption is that he was working on Meta Knight as a potential option against Zero, and he got not overconfident, but he figured since he had the reset, it would be a good time to try out new stuff against Zero. He made a bad decision. It was not a prudent time to try out some new shit against Zero. Why is it so funny?
Maybe I should be laughing in the mic. I don't know. But
why is it so funny?
It's not.
Did I say Pacific again?
I don't know. What I find funny is, you know how we're talking on microphones.
Yeah.
I just find it funny that you're just staring right at me as we're talking. And whenever I talk, I kind of look at nothing because I imagine I'm talking to an audience. Okay.
Fascinating. I think I think Nairo made a huge mental error and a poor decision. I don't think he threw it. I think he was just slightly unconfident in his Zero Suit Samus against Zero. Try saying that 5 times fast. Zero Suit Samus against Zero. 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 Zero Suit Samus against it. Oh, I almost did it. I said Diddy because I was looking at the Diddy face next to Zero because he apparently played Diddy at some point. I think it was just a mental error by Nairo. And I think that the difference in Smash 4 right now, like I was saying, is that a lot of people are playing at Zero's level, but none of them have the killer instinct that Zero has. Zero is a winner. He wins tournaments. The rest of this crop of players just don't have that in them as much. When Nairo was one of the best Brawl players, it took him until Apex, I think 2014, I want to say, until he finally won Brawl at Apex.
Yeah.
And Zero, in addition to being one of the best players around, one of the best pure mental smashers in the world, overall the games, his mental game is just incredible.
Yeah, he doesn't get broken down. Nairo does, though. It's sad.
Yeah.
You see the look on his face, too, the defeat. Yeah. It's like, what are you going to do?
It's like that in all competitive things. Some people just know how to win. There's a certain mental fortitude that you have to have when you're at that high level. And some people have it and some people don't. But I do think it can be developed. Someone will knock off Zero eventually.
Can't wait for that day to come.
Yeah. I love Zero. he's a great person from everything I've seen.
Oh yeah.
But you can only watch one person win for so long
Yeah.
before it gets really boring. People talk about Smash 4 being boring. It will be a lot less boring
The moment Zero.
if someone else besides Zero was winning everything. How?
I agree. Again, we are doing this in the middle of the night because that's how we do.
Well, that's because we had to watch TBH 5.
Yeah, well, we watched that, and then we played some Melee matches because watching the H-Box Armada just got us into it.
I can do that.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah. I can up throw into up air and the rest.
I got stomped.
Only when I use my Jiggy. My Jigglypuff is like the only good character I have in Melee. Everything else he stomps me with, and I get sad.
His Jigglypuff is almost as good as Prince Abu.
You know, the saddest part is that might be true.
There was a
Hey, Prince Boo, I'm calling you out. You suck.
there was a moment where Toph had a bad choice of words because he was talking he was talking about Hungrybox, and he just said Hungrybox, is easily the best Jigglypuff in the world by far. And actually I think they were talking about Prince Abu. They're like, Prince Abu, I think Prince Abu is like the second best Jigglypuff in the world, but far worse than Hungrybox. Yeah. Probably would have been better to say worse. Not nearly as good as Hungrybox, but no, far worse. And Hungrybox is bad.
Yeah.
But Prince Abu, Jesus Christ. 9 times out of 10 when I'm sitting down while he's playing, I gotta like reach over and flip the controller over because he's holding it upside down. This fucking guy. JJ.
Yeah, I saw him playing his Jigglypuff, and he tried to use his up B as a recovery. It was just sad times, man.
I was like, rest that guy, and he brought him a pillow.
That was really nice of him, though.
It was, but
especially when he brought out the blanket, I was like, that is dedication.
God damn it. That's not what I meant. Other stories, crew battles, Kage. We are not worthy.
Yeah.
Kage is a fucking monster. Brought back the first round against NorCal down 7 stocks to his 4. 3 on DizKid Boogie and 4 on Shroomed.
Yeah, which was freaking surprising. Shroomed was tripping.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. I don't think Shroom was tripping. Kage was just playing out of his mind. Kage was in Shroomed's head.
It was a pun.
His beautiful shaved head.
It was a pun. Tripping on shrooms.
Oh. Oh.
Yes. Oh my god, I feel so bad for all of our listeners. Hey, all 3 of you people. I'm so sorry.
Hey. Last time I checked, episode 1 had 18 views.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to check how many it has now. Probably like 19.
Well, if you click it, it's going to be 19.
No, because I've watched it. Actually, no, you're right. I haven't watched it on this computer.
Yeah. I've watched
then it'll be 20, bitch.
I've watched it 3 times now for technicality's sakes.
I mean, I've technically watched it a lot just because I check.
Oh, nice.
But it doesn't count as new views.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh,
once per device. I mean, I probably if you have cookies disabled. But no, I think it's with them. So, welcome to the YouTube podcast.
You know, it's great. Something that normally you just listen to. You download the MP3 or the MP4, the WMV, and you'll listen to on your way to work. You'll now be able to only have when you have your computer handy.
20 views.
20.
Called it.
You're the 20th.
No comments to display. Everyone, please comment. Tell us how stupid we are.
Yes, comment.
Comment, and subscribe. We have 0 subscribers.
You know, I was hovering over the subscribe button. I was like, how dumb would it be We should be the only subscribers to our own shit.
We're the only people that liked the video. I know that for sure.
Oh,
I know I'm one of them, and I feel pretty confident in saying you're the other one.
Oh, man. My girlfriend watched that. She didn't even like it.
Well, of course, she's from a different fighting game.
Yeah, that's true. She's from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna track her down. His girlfriend's middle name is Sindel.
Yeah.
Which he was like big on fighting games, and she was like, "Oh, my middle name's Sindel," and he was like, "That's fucking stupid. I play Street Fighter."
And that's when our relationship hit the most rocky
you're named
times.
after that scrub game.
Real talk though, Mortal Kombat, scrub game.
You have
Don't
a
play
fucking block button. Get out of here.
You know, it's funny. People say that Smash isn't a fighting game, but I beg to differ.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat's not a fucking fighting game. What do you mean? There's no fucking cross-ups? Get the fuck out of my face.
I think until like 9 and 10.
What do you mean?
And like
it wasn't a fighting game until then?
I mean, it's a fighting game. It's a fucking fighting game. It's technically.
You know what I mean?
I know. This is a
competitive.
sidebar for my benefit. The fucking fans don't determine what the definition of a fighting game is. If
That's
the
a good
only
point.
goal in the game is to fight people in a fucking like one-on-one format,
Okay, yeah.
it's a
One-on-one
fighting
or
game.
team.
Well,
Because obviously,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
If it's a fighting game, it's a fight. You know what a fucking fighting game is.
I mean, PlayStation All-Stars is a fighting game. Deal with it.
But like Mortal Kombat 9 and 10 are the only ones where it really felt like they were like, let's actually like put focus into how this fighting engine is
More
going to
so
work.
10 than 9.
Whereas all the rest of them are just kind of like, you fight people and all this shit happens. They just work on
Gore!
the stuff
More
that makes it cool,
gore!
which is totally legit
Yeah.
for a game.
Yeah.
It sells.
Yeah. See, this is the part of the Smashcast where we talk about the hard hitting.
We said 90%.
I said like
90%
99.9, and here we are.
This
It's
is
a wonderful day. I think we've ran out of stuff to say about Big House 5.
No. Axe lost. A bait.
Yeah, a bait made it to top 8.
That's fun to say.
Yeah. Luigi. We have a Luigi.
When was the last time a
An
Luigi was in
international
top?
top
I want to say
8.
never.
Yeah, I don't think that's happened yet.
I really do want to say never.
I was thinking we'd have a Samus, but not a Luigi,
Yeah, no.
which is nuts. I'm glad I saw him there.
We almost had a Samus. We almost had the third best
Yeah.
Samus in the world. Duck representing for the locals.
Yeah, but then who'd he get taken up? Who'd he get taken up by?
Who? I don't know. You watched it. I was at work.
Oh yeah.
Who'd he get taken out by?
I didn't watch it. I was running errands.
Why did you ask me? You knew I was at
I
work.
thought you were looking at the bracket.
No.
You fucking asshole. Stop looking at the YouTube
You know
channel.
what they say about assuming.
Yeah, it makes an ass.
Just in general.
Just in general.
You know what they say about
The
assuming?
worst part is it's not even a nice
Shouldn't-
one.
Shouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
You can hypothesize. You can theorize. You can stall
Like we're doing
while you
now.
bring up the bracket.
All right, so just so everyone knows, I am no longer a fan of Nairo. He fucked up. He lost my respect.
Nairo, delete that picture of you with DisMofo from your phone.
How dare you
You're
even
not
have
allowed
it?
to have it anymore.
Please get rid of it.
He will sue you.
Do not upload it on any of these social media sites, such as Pinterest and DeviantArt. I would not appreciate
And
that.
Friendster.
And Friendster.
Do not put me as a contact on LinkedIn. Do not check into me on Foursquare.
And please stop sending me messages on Christian Mingle. I don't appreciate it.
But are you serious though? You're not a Nairo fan anymore because of this? Hope he rots.
If it was nerves that got him, I don't think that he can ever win against Zero. Because he already has the skill to beat him, but obviously he doesn't have the mental capacity for it. So I think someone else is going to beat him first, so I'm going to put my chips somewhere else. At least for the time being. If he goes to a different tournament and shows that he... That's the issue, because, like, Zero's number one, undeniably.
Mm-hmm.
And Nairo is... I almost want to say undeniably number two. But he has lost. But Nairo's number two.
Yeah. Nairo's the only one who's won a tournament besides Zero. The one tournament that Zero wasn't at, the one big one that Zero wasn't at, Nairo won.
Burgo.
Duck lost to a bait. That was a lot of research for almost nothing.
I knew he lost to a bait, too. I'm good at this.
So you made me do that for nothing? You dipshit. I'm looking at the bracket now, so we have shit to talk about. That's always helpful. Axe got really unlucky. Axe lost to a bait in winners, a matchup that very few people are familiar with. Wait, a matchup that no one...
I saw that match.
A matchup that no one is familiar with.
Yeah.
Who knows the Pikachu-Luigi matchup?
It's Luigi at question mark and Pikachu at, I don't know.
Bait lost that, and then he had to play Shroomed in losers, and Sheik poops all over Pikachu.
All over Pikachu.
Which is not just the name of another great article on DeviantArt, but is also an analysis of the matchup in Melee.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Shroomed went ham. He took out Plup, who I would have thought Plup would win in the Shroomed Plup matchup, but...
Yeah. But then Westballs came right back and went turkey, and he took out Shroomed.
That is not correct. You thought that all night.
I keep saying that too.
You've thought that so long.
You know what's the worst part? I saw Westballs beat SFAT. I actually watched that match.
Well, it's not just that. You also thought they were going to play each other after that. You were thoroughly convinced that the winners of losers top 8 play each other, and not the losers of winners semis, which is in fact the case.
I'm sorry, guys.
They're all judging you.
Wait, who was Shroomed against? Was it a bait?
Shroomed?
Yeah.
Shroomed lost to Mewtwo.
Oh yeah, because he was knocked to losers.
Yeah, he was knocked to losers by...
Wait, no, I'm sorry. Who did he win? Shroomed won his fight against.
Shroomed, let me... Oh, in losers?
Yeah.
Oh, a bait.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I misunderstood your question.
No, it's alright.
Shroomed lost to Mewtwo, and he also lost to... Oh, just Mewtwo.
Yeah?
He lost to Mewtwo in winners and losers.
Which is a great way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're losing to one of the gods, so it doesn't really speak too badly of you. Especially if the only way you get taken out is losing the same guy twice.
Mm-hmm. Swedish Delight played really well. He took out Westballs in winners. Took out Zoo in losers. And ultimately fell to Duck. Duck, goddamn.
Duck's been putting in work.
Duck really has.
And Lucky.
As of now.
Lucky pissing me off.
Lucky lost to Mewtwo, and he also lost to... Who the fuck did he lose to? Oh, Westballs.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I need to watch that. Holy shit. The run... I didn't know
the
that
rivalry.
Happened. Dude, I didn't know that happened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The run back from last year?
Yep. And Lucky just choked, apparently. I didn't get to see the match.
You know, it was 3-2 again. Oh. This time Westballs came out on top... And according to the bracket, Lucky played Falco at some point in that set.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Of course, I don't think there was any as big a highlight from it as from last year's Lucky Westballs set at the Big House 4.
I doubt it.
With that amazing finish. A finish wherein Westballs technically could have won if he were an asshole.
I don't know what happened.
You know,
No.
you've seen it. It's when the end of the set was when Lucky got the down air to tech read up smash, and then paused on when the up smash connected, and walked away patting his thighs ever so. You've seen it, man.
I have, but what happened?
That's what happened. Oh, because he paused. He paused.
And he disqualified himself?
Technically, it's up to the players. So technically, Westballs could have been like, hey, I'm going to take that.
Oh, that's what you meant.
But he would have been thoroughly ostracized
Oh, yeah.
in the community.
This is the only game.
That would have been so funny.
This is the only game where you can pause on someone in a tournament and you won't get disqualified.
Yeah, unless the other player wants you to.
In which case, they will be hated.
Yes.
So I think...
And even then, you don't get disqualified.
Yeah. Well...
You lose a stock.
Yeah, it's...
Lucky was on his last stock at the time, so technically Westballs could have been like, so am I win?
I think the only person who would do that might be Leffen.
Leffen got... That's one of the things that made him infamous.
He'd do that?
Yeah, he would do that.
Really? Someone
He would
deposited it?
always take it.
Wow.
I remember back when Doggy Sandwich or Dogie Sandwich, I think people usually said it as, but that might have been just them being them. Back when he commentated, he was talking about, I think it was during the USA versus the World crew battle from Apex 2012 or so. That was when Leffen was just like starting to become hated. That was the one where Hax did the thumb across the throat motion after he knocked out Leffen. Dogie Sandwich, when they were talking about Leffen, was like, Leffen, very pretty unpopular guy. A lot of people don't like his decision to follow the rules.
Oh, man.
But I mean, that rule exists to prevent people from doing excessive pausing when they're just salty and being bitches.
Yeah, I guess.
The individual pauses are like not pretty harmless, because people usually only do it when it's like they usually only do it when they've taken a stock.
Yeah.
So it's generally inconsequential to the match. Like
And it's usually like right when they've taken it before the other person even has
before
a
they
chance to
can
spawn in.
retaliate.
Yeah.
In any other fighting game, there is no moment where a pause is inconsequential.
Yeah, there is. A lot of fighting games nowadays, they have those like flashy ultras or X-ray moves or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it's kind of useless to pause at a point like that.
Yeah, I mean, because like in Melee, you like pause because you're like, oh yeah. In a special, the game is already doing your oh yeah for you.
Yeah.
It's a special with all this fanfare.
Yeah, and so you have all that time to like, do your little dance.
You're already doing your oh yeah. Hakan is already shitting a person.
Yeah, beautiful Ultra 2, anti-air for the win. I'm sorry.
Usually, yes.
Usually, yes.
It's highly damaging.
No, actually, it's one of the lower damaging.
Really?
Yeah, it's really weak
That's
comparatively. Generally speaking,
People get kills with it a lot.
Well, yeah, but you set up those kills.
Yeah.
Because people want to jump or people want to do reversals, and so you get up in their face when they're low. And what's the first thing they're gonna do? They're gonna reversal because they're like, I gotta show you can get myself out. And then you're like, ha, fuck you.
Welcome to the Super Street Fighter cast.
I'm sorry. But just real quick, on average, Ultras do 600 damage max. His Ultra that shits out people does 400 max. So it's 2/3 as powerful as the average.
The more you know.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
The ballot is closed, but otherwise I'd tell people right now to go to the Smash Ford ballot and vote Hakan. Which reminds me, that's something else we can talk about. Thank God.
Oh, yeah.
I swear in the future these will be organized better. It's been a rough weekend.
Yeah, sorry guys.
And it's late at night, and that's what happens when it's a big house 4.
Next week's going to be even
and everything
rougher.
Almost everything goes exactly how you expected it.
Yeah, all of our predictions were just pretty spot on,
Yeah.
which isn't great. The only thing we really had was Leffen, and after that, everything was just so cookie cutter. This is how it went.
Yeah, except for a bait and
Hungry Box.
I mean, Westball's lost to Swedish Delight, but Westball's usually loses to some fucking person who's not as good as him. Because that's just kind of his thing. And then the Mango losing to Hungry Bucks, yeah. And besides that, you get it. But something we can talk about is that just a couple days ago, or it might have even been today, the Smash 4 fan ballot closed. And there was an update to Smash 4 a few days ago, and when people obviously were picking through the update, figuring out everything that got changed, and they discovered that there are 3 new slots in the most recent update. So it seems likely that the top 3, or at least the top 3 that Nintendo liked, because they're pretty much going to do whatever the fuck they want.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems that 3 people from the ballot are going to make it into the game.
Who was on the ballot?
It was an open ballot. You could put anyone.
Interesting.
That's why I say people that they liked, because there were like a lot of troll.
Oh, of course.
Troll nominees that got a lot of
steam.
steam.
Have Obama.
Shrek was a big one.
Oh God.
Goku.
That makes sense.
Makes more sense than Shrek anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shrek was a big one. A lot of people nominated Shrek. But the big ones. There was one point where
they already have Goku in the game. He's called Lucario.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's pretty much Goku.
Because he has Kamehamehas. And is a blue fox.
Just like Goku.
And because in Project M he has a gi.
I've watched Pokemon before.
Just stop.
Goku's...
Just stop it.
The second evolution
Quit being such a spots.
He's the second evolution of Gohan.
Now I know why everyone hates me.
Yeah. Okay. I was just checking the time we had.
Oh. You could have just asked. You could have fucking pointed at your wrist.
Oh, okay.
And I would have held up fingers.
What
to
is
tell you how much...
okay, this is a Smashcast.
Let's talk about... They didn't see you walk over here either.
Let's talk about Smash. Who would you want?
Who would I want? Oh, I voted for...
Are one of those people that said Knuckles?
No.
Or Tails?
No, not at all. My biggest one is Fawful. I would love Fawful.
Sticking prime...
All of you Fink rats should have voted for Fawful.
Okay, real talk. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Fucking amazing.
It's one of my favorite games. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely,
it's in my top 10 RPGs.
It's my favorite RPG.
Really?
I did my top 10 RPGs. It's on the Facebook page that I admin, which I'm not going to plug because, well, it doesn't need the plugs. This needs the plugs from that, which I already did. Yeah. And Mario Luigi Superstar Saga #1. Fawful would be awesome.
I wonder how he'd play. Yeah, it's always weird thinking of how people would play.
He would play strange, trappy, weird.
That. Nice.
For lack of a... Like Robin in the sense of just like being strange and unorthodox. Not in the sense of any actual gameplay mechanics.
Oh, okay.
But just, certain characters you just put in like... How does Ryu play? He does Street Fighter stuff and he punches people.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's already based off a fighting game, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, how does Ike play? He hits people with a sword.
Yeah, anyone with the sword's kind of just like,
yeah.
He's got a sword.
How is Diddy Kong gonna play? He's gonna run around and punch people and have bananas and peanut gun.
And Rocket Barrel.
Yeah. Whereas Fawful has a ton of assets, none of which are like particularly more important than the others.
Yeah.
So you don't really... No, they have a lot to work on from Superstar Saga and Inside Story.
Yeah, it
but
would
he's
be
probably
pretty
not going to make it because not everyone loves him as much as I do. I also voted for
Fawful has like a niche.
Yeah, he was in the
Following.
top. Like, however, they released preliminary results at one point.
That one guy from Mario RPG.
Gino.
Yeah, he's I'm sure
But
got more than Fawful. No offense.
But there are legal issues with him.
Oh yeah.
With Square. Fuck Square. What a fucking shithole of a company. I'm not casting shade on their games, at least not right now. But as a company, just goddamn treat your fans better. Holy shit. But we're not getting on that. The people likely to get in, when they released the preliminary results from the ballot a long-ass time ago, it was only like a few weeks after the ballot opened, and that was months ago. Number one by a huge margin was King K. Rool. Nintendo has the rights to King K. Rool. They can put him in, and he would fit like a glove, so it seems pretty likely.
He would fit like a glove.
He would fit right in.
I don't know.
We need more heavy characters. We need more villain characters.
Villain characters, sure. I don't know if we need more heavy characters. No offense.
We have like 5.
Yeah, but they suck.
They don't
We
suck.
need good heavy characters.
He could be the good one. You don't know. He's not even in the game yet.
I know, but I just don't see him being good. I feel like he's one of the... Like... Okay, when they made Bowser... And... When they made the changes to Ganondorf as well, they didn't make him better. They kind of nerfed him, and they made him slower, and they made him hit harder, but, like... His application for competitive just went down the shitter.
Donkey Kong is the best he's ever been.
He's still not that great.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good ain't tournament.
So? I don't care if he's good or not. He's gonna be fun to play.
Pretty good don't get all the bitches.
I don't give a fuck about the bitches. I got one.
So
you got one.
Yeah.
We love them and shit.
I wouldn't call her a bitch.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't.
But we ain't talking about
she's
getting...
better.
Yeah, that's true.
You
know what I mean? I'm talking about the players. Get it? The players.
Yeah, they are a bunch of bitches.
God damn it.
Can't even beat Gonzalo Barrios.
Wait, who was that? Zero?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Zero.
Stop
playing the game.
Side note, glad that Zero's mom is okay.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Zero's mom.
Shout out to Zero's mom. You survived the Chilean earthquake.
Oh. I thought she was in the hospital after receiving this.
No, there was a big
please
earthquake
finish off my
in
joke because
Chile.
I don't feel like doing it.
There's a big
What?
earthquake in Chile, and I was like, oh, I hope like people.
Did
Zero...
you like fall down?
No, I just when I heard there was an earthquake in Chile, I was like, I hope like Zero's feeling okay, just because I know he's from Chile. And so I just went to his Twitter, and there was a series of tweets where he's like, I can't get in contact with my mom, and he was really worried, and then he did get in contact with her, and she was okay.
Oh, that's
all.
good.
Back to the Smash ballot.
Back to the Smash ballot.
One character that I know had a huge campaign to get a lot of votes and did get a lot of votes, is another one that I submitted a vote for myself, was Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight would be pretty cool.
Shovel Knight would be really cool.
Wait,
That's all on Nintendo.
Wait, Shovel Knight's owned by Nintendo? No.
No.
It's owned by the
it's
Yacht
owned by
Games,
Yacht
yeah?
Club Games, and they would
Yacht
be,
Club.
and they stated they would be ecstatic
That would be pretty
to
cool.
see Shovel Knight and Smash. And the guy who does the Smashified art, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
He was the one who, do you remember a while ago when there was the fake Rayman leak that a lot of people believed because it had that really good art that was really accurate to the art style?
Yeah.
The guy who made that revealed how he did it, and he calls it, and he started doing a series where he smashifies people, where he just takes famous characters and draws them in the style of the Smash 4 art. And he did one for Shovel Knight, and it looked fucking awesome.
How do you think Shovel Knight would play if he was integrated into the game?
He would definitely
shovel things. Yes, of course.
Yeah, he would shovel. He would probably have a few of his whatever they were called in his game. Runes.
Oh yeah, those were they runes?
There's something
Items,
artifacts.
Whatever. Yeah,
I want to say they were called artifacts. whatever the fuck they were called. He'd have a few of those. He would definitely have the down air pogo off people.
Of course.
And I feel like it would have to be the best out of all of those. Out of the Link and the Toon Link. I feel like he would have to have the best one of those.
I feel like
since it's his thing.
Yeah.
And they ain't putting Scrooge McDuck in the game.
Probably give him Mad Hops.
Yeah.
Like pounce him really high.
Mad Hop's probably pretty light. Since he's a tiny fellow.
You know what he'd probably do? He'd probably have for his down B? That little gear that you ride on.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Might have the like anchors, the arc pattern.
For a side B, maybe?
Side B or neutral B, possibly. The propeller thing for an up B. Even though it didn't go up in Shovel Knight, it would just make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shovel Knight would be awesome. Everyone would love to see that. Other people that got a lot of votes. Another one not owned by Nintendo, but is possible. Banjo and Kazooie. The head of
that'd be pretty cool.
The head of Xbox at Microsoft said that he would be thrilled.
Oh, they should get Conker
to have Banjo and Kazooie. If Banjo and Kazooie are in Smash, that's it. I'm manning them. Everyone else is gone. Marth gone.
Not.
Falcon
no,
gone. Yoshi gone. I don't care.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
You don't understand.
Riley.
Banjo-Tooie is my favorite game.
I could call them Riley good. Spots. I'm John. Spots. You have to understand, and all of you guys are going to have to understand about spots. It gets a little salty. Don't get me wrong. I get salty too. I get mad salty when I lose. But Spots, when he gets salty about a loss, character switch. He's like Nairo during Grand Finals.
You heard it here, folks. I'm like Nairo. I'm really good. That's what he meant.
That's exactly what I meant. I don't know. I feel like if he doesn't match your playstyle, you ain't going to touch him anymore.
That's
I remember there was a point where you're like, oh, Duck Dog.
Well, that was just when I was figuring everything out. Duck Dog was fun. That's what happened with Robin. When I found out Robin was in the game, I was like, I don't care. I'm maining Robin. And I tried for a while, and it didn't work out. But Banjo and Kazooie, I don't even care if it doesn't work out.
You're still going to do it?
I don't care if I'm better at skateboarding, which I can't do, than I am at playing Smash while using Banjo and Kazooie.
I don't care if I'm better at having a vagina. Do you have a vagina? No.
I'm not
still going to do it.
I'm not good anyway, so what changes? Nothing. And I get to play as some of my favorite video game characters.
Roll Talk, Banjo-Kazooie, and Banjo-Tooie. My vote for, like... They're in my top 5 worst games I've ever played in my life. Just... Well, the Crag Rock Mountain... The theme song's just so annoying. Game's so bad.
In Crag Rock Mountain?
Everyone's
favorite level? Could you sing the Crag Rock Mountain theme song for me?
Yeah, it was like... Do
you mean Spiral Mountain by any chance?
Is it called...
Spiral Mountain is the main hub in Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, no, the main hub is Crag Rock Mountain. No. It goes. No, that's copyright. It goes.
All right, other characters.
Just so you guys
Shantae.
Know. Just so you guys know, and I'm gonna say it so that way Spots can't hear it. That's from Elmo. That's Elmo's World. Continue.
I'm never going to listen to that. Shantae, the developers themselves, were like, hey, can you guys vote for Shantae, please?
The fuck Shantae?
Shantae.
Oh, is she from that PSP game?
No.
Oh.
Shantae had, I believe, 2 games on the... I think she had one on Game Boy Color and one on Game Boy Advance, I want to say. Or it might have been 2 on Game Boy Color.
Is she the belly dancer?
Yes.
Oh. I don't like it.
They have a bit of a cult. They have a bit of a cult following. They were pretty solid platform games.
I feel like
I wouldn't mind seeing Shantae in Smash. She's adorable.
I mean, sure, but people would bitch about how they did with Zero Suit Samus.
But she already looks like
over-sexualization.
Shantae.
Well, here's it. Well, I mean, Zero Suit Samus.
If they like suddenly give Shantae huge tits, yeah.
Zero Suit Samus always had huge tits.
Well, like people shut up about that really fast.
Yeah.
And B, Zero Suit Samus I don't think was ever in a midriff outfit in any game until now. So it was a bit valid.
Obviously, you haven't played the free online games.
You know what I mean, you son of a bitch. You stupid bastard.
In those cases, she was wearing less than a midriff.
Motherfucker.
I will just talk over you.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Anyways.
Waluigi.
Okay, I see Waluigi making
Popular
it.
choice. That would be fun. But that one's really tricky because he's already an assist trophy.
And they'd have to use that in some way.
So
His
you have
down
to,
B would probably be that.
the assist trophy.
Oh wait, he's an assist in. Wait, he's in Smash 4. I thought it was only in Brawl.
He's a Smash 4 too. Assist trophy.
All right, and he's not in.
So it's a bit of a sticky wicket.
Yeah, fuck him.
So we'll see. We'll probably see 3 new characters relatively soon. I'm
World
guessing.
Runner 3D. World Runner 3D.
What?
Are
Are you talking about the NES game 3D World Runner?
That's what I meant.
That guy
Yeah, his name's World Runner.
is going to be in Smash.
Yeah. You know what all his attacks are going to be?
I'm going to guess jump.
Yeah.
He should be an assist trophy.
let's be frank here. He should be. That'd be cool. You'd have like the dragon shooting at you. Anyways, he's never played the game.
I have actually.
I mean, it's like similar to Sonic.
It's just I didn't see that coming.
It's not like Sonic was all that much of a fighter anyway.
He did a few other things besides run and jump, though.
Yeah, he skateboarded. Ooh, hoverboards. Scenic. Gotta go fast.
Have you ever played any of the Sonic Riders games?
I think I played the one for the...
I just remember playing the first one. It's fucking impossible.
Yeah, I played the first one. I didn't play the Kinect one.
It's like impossible to control anything. The Kinect one is an accurate representation of the series at its core, and that you can't fucking control anything.
Sonic was in... He had a fighting game.
He had a couple.
He had more than one?
He had Sonic the Fighters, which was the arcade one.
Yeah.
That was absolutely horrendous in every conceivable way.
Yeah.
And then he had a Game Boy Advance one called Sonic Battle, which isn't that bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They used a lot of animations from it, got put into Sonic's moveset in Project M. His down smash got changed into this attack he had in Sonic Battle. His forward air got changed into an attack from Sonic Battle. Sonic Battle was a pretty fun game.
Oh, wow.
I can't... Game Boy Advance is a big library, but from the 2 or so that I've seen, Sonic Battle might be the best fighting game.
Oh, yeah.
On the Game Boy Advance.
Garbage.
It's a rather
Welcome to Game Boy Advance cast.
bit of a dubious honor, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic Battle had a cool mechanic where like the whole story revolved around this robot. And the robot like learned attacks, so the robot you could basically you could mix and match all the attacks from every other fighter in the game and make your own fighter. The problem with it was that it was random when stuff dropped.
Oh,
and
that
so if
sucks.
you wanted to unlock everything, you just had to play the game for fucking ages.
To hell with that.
Yeah.
For technicality sakes, it's the same in Smash.
Yeah. With the custom moves.
Yeah.
But there's
There's ways to grind them, but
yeah,
still you
there's there's no reliable way to grind them in Sonic Battle. You just hope and hope and hope, and even when you get them, there's but it makes sense. There's there's a certain amount of points, and like every move is worth a certain amount of points based on how good it is, and so you distribute them.
Oh, okay, one of those games.
So one of those games, that oh so common mechanic.
It's actually a lot more common than you think.
Not with a robot.
Yes, with the
named Emerald.
Okay, if we're gonna get specific, what I'm talking about, it's a common mechanic to have moves, custom moves, It's a comic mechanic when you have custom moves for a character, the custom moves will have a certain value to them, and you can only have a certain value. It's in freaking Smash 4. Or at least in, I don't know if it's in the Wii U version, but in the 3DS, the Smash Run.
Yeah.
Where you get to have the little item things and stuff.
Oh, well,
And you can only have a certain number of them based off their... Yeah, it's a common thing.
Yeah. So
Fucker.
next week...
Yeah, so next week
on the Super Smashcast, it won't suck.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to make a promise that it won't suck next time.
Next time we'll have a bit more broad subject, and it's going to be more revolved around Smash.
Here's one thing that I'll promise. One thing that we did not talk about today that was big news this week is for the first time in, God, I don't know how long, a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Probably since like wobbling. There is.
Oh yeah, the new tech.
There's a major new tech that has been discovered in Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's called velocity canceling or V canceling, or some people are calling it VI for velocity influence. And I just found out about it today, so I didn't have time to look into it or how it works or how it will affect the game in the future. But we'll make sure to look into that over this week, and that'll be one of the things we'll talk about next week, because it could be a big fucking deal. We'll talk about that. Yep. We'll talk about other things. Might even get a trailer for 3 new characters.
Hey,
by the time next week happens. Because I'm guessing that they'll do like what they did with Lucas, Roy, and Ryu, and just drop them all at the same time.
Yeah, hopefully it comes soon too. I'd like to see what at least if they just say what the characters are, like somehow it slips, we can find out.
Yeah,
I'd actually prefer that, so that way we can actually have some
that's also what happened last time.
Thinky bits,
and people are still data mining all of the stuff from the update, so they might find something like how they found the Street Fighter music.
Yeah. So I got my fingers crossed for that.
You know what would have been funny? If when people found the Street Fighter music, everyone assumed that meant Ryu was coming, because if there's Street Fighter music, that means someone from Street Fighter is coming. If anyone's from Street Fighter is coming, Ryu is the flagship character.
Yeah.
So it made sense. What if, like, when they discovered that, Nintendo was just like, "No, fuck you," and just reskinned him with Ken. Just like, you don't know what fucks up. It was Ken.
I mean, they could, but the animations would be...
It was always Ken.
The animations would have to be insanely different.
Not insane. If they wanted to be faithful, yes. But if it was just a middle finger to everybody, they could just slap a blonde wig on Ryu.
If they wanted to really give a middle finger to everybody, they'd do it with a Guile goddamn skin. And Guile would be like, "No, sure you can."
They just put like E Honda skin on.
Oh god.
Imagine E Honda doing a I don't know how you say it.
Tatsumaki?
Tatsumaki.
Yeah.
Now imagine it in slow motion.
I'd like some pound cake.
And now have nightmares. I'd like some pound cake. All right, we'll see you all. Not see you. You won't even see us. We'll talk to you all next week.
All right.
On the Super Smashcast. DisMofo and I are going to go get some pound cake.
Because we'd like that pound cake.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. Good night. Enjoy your weekend. The rest of it, at least, and week. Okay, we don't know if people are actually listening to this.
Did you?
Right on time. I'm actually trying to stall until
DisMofo.
You get ready to turn off the recording.
Did you hear about what happened with Amtrak?
Because 789.
Did you hear about the train wreck?
Continue.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Did you hear about
Yeah, Riley.
Did you hear about the voodoo doll?
Okay. No.
There was this voodoo doll, and it was of me. And then I felt a sharp pain in the front of my head, and I felt another sharp pain in the top of my head. Do you know why I felt those pains?
And why is that?
Because of 2 pinheads.
All right, everybody. It was a pleasure.
Did you hear about the snowboarder?
And we will see you all next week.
He was cool.
Bye.
I cut off your bye. I thought you were done. Bye.